Good morning, class. This is Lawrence presenting my Management 875 final presentation to you. And it's titled Acquisition of Union Bank by the US Bank. Meanwhile, Union Bank is located in Japan or originated from Japan, and it was acquired by United States US Bank. And some business people call it an operational change. Both banks' employee were prepared for about almost a whole year for the change to occur, and the whole change took about 2 years altogether to complete. And some people think U.S. Bank did this to improve their community service, but with the employees from U.S. Bank, we think it was done by U.S. Bank to gain global recognition and to increase their profitability. Now, this change management selection, we make the manager actually add about about 1 million more customers to U.S. Bank. About 190,000 little and small businesses customer to U.S. Bank. The cost of the merger is about $8 billion for US Bank. And then we gain more branches in the west coast of America, and that will add about 8% more market share to whatever US Bank market share is right now in the stock exchange. Now, three models were applied. Uh, three change models, let's call it change models, were applied for the change to happen. Starting with quotas model, um, we see some strategic vision going on. They hire more volunteers among the leaders, and towards the middle of the change, we can see that we are following the McKinsey 7S model. And to round up the whole change, uh, ATCA model, change model was followed intentionally. Now, what are the leadership style? We have four to count, or we noticed that four change leadership styles were applied: transactional leadership style, transformational, participative, and division leadership style. Now, the organization culture that were assessed among the leaders, they assessed their whole leadership practice and leadership style, and they assess how to empower the whole employees after the change, and they assess how to communicate the whole change to the whole employee. Now, the organization culture that was assessed for the employee include the commitment, how we can contribute to the change, our character, and how competent we are. Now, the communication used were divide and conquer as proposed by quotas, and they divide the whole employee of the two banks into little groups so they can communicate to everybody uh, at once. And some of the communication channel include email, bulletin, social media, and phone calls. And how did they monitor and evaluate what is going on? The leaders, they plan everything ahead of time, they act on it, they track what is going on, and they do review through measuring sometimes. They measure if we are meeting the target and what the milestone is, where we are in the milestone, synergism, and evaluate all the whole objective altogether. So that is it. Thank you very much for listening and have a good day. Bye.